wanted to start recording, so thanks for giving me permission, first of all. Because, a lot of people don't want to go on film. It's enough for them to express themselves in private, but to let the world see, but that's the important part, I think. We got to show we're modern day survivors. We go through all this stuff. Yeah. We all go through it. But when we're going through it, we think we're alone. And I'm the only one. We're not. Not at all. We're all going through it. And so to show that and put ourselves out there in that way, that's awesome. We should do that. So thank you. And also, before you got here and before any other energy work I do, I put our protection. I set the intention. Our protection's out. We go to all four corners and say our prayer and keep our bubble in that four corners, so that we're protected and no harm comes to anyone or thing while we're doing this. So that's where the calm, that peace comes from, is being able to passionately connect. So it creates a pure connection between us. So got that going, and I can tell you're ready. And I can keep talking. I'm a talker. So anyway, let's go ahead and go in, since we're setting that protection. And again, the purpose of connecting with you today is to release some of the things and issues that we can come across as we walk through this life. The distractions, distortions, and confusions, they're caused by external energies. And they are, we want to call them demons. There are demons, right? We own them. There are demons. There are demons. But we need to let them go, remove them, and know that you don't need them in order to find that path.
That's kind of
scary.
Yeah, my body feels scared.
Because they're familiar. They attach themselves from a very young age. And in fact, having worked with you before, I know that they attached themselves to you while you were in the womb.
Yeah.
And so they're also generational. And so you have history of family members, and again, not knowing, not blaming, putting us in a position to have to deal with them lineagely. And as I said, when you came up, as we were sitting outside, I just had you stop for a minute because I could just feel them like, so I had to calm them. So I already bound several when you first got here. And see, I feel like an aggression growing in you right now. Are you feeling aggressive?
I feel weird. Not
irritated?
Yeah, not like peaceful when we first started.
That's because now I'm like connecting with the source of those energies. And again, they're like little minions to me. I mean, they all work for someone. We all work for someone. They're little minions, and they make you feel like they're all powerful.
They're all angry.
Yeah, they're angry because they don't like me. They don't like what I'm doing.
You're
it's
right,
not that they don't
like
me. It's not me personal. I don't take it personal. I'm okay. I'm okay.
They are really, yeah.
I'm okay with them not liking me because right now I'm the one who have them in my grasp, and they don't like that at all. And like I said, I've already bound a couple of them earlier, and I'm like going after one that is like the leader of the pack, and I call it a pack because it is a pack. And they do not travel alone. Yeah, and sorry.
It's okay.
Not laughing at you.
No.
Laughing at this being, because now he's trying to make me feel like he's all feisty. As I bind him. And this is what I do, the process, is I locate, they make themselves known, or I locate. And once I feel them, see them, I take them and I wrap them in my, my Wonder Woman lasso. And I bind them. I
can see that.
And I bind them, and it's not in a judgmental binding, which confuses the stuff out of them. They're used to being judged. They're used to being hated, loathed, and they like it. So I don't do that. I wrap them in my love, my transformational energy from head to toe. And trust me, they have heads and toes.
I can see that.
And then I open my vortex and pull them up out. And close my vortex. And then look for the next.
It's in my neck.
He's already gone, so go in. And again, they go into your energy system, like you say, your neck, and it's more like your throat chakra, your blue throat chakra that impedes you from speaking out against them.
Yes, my hands are better. Like when you first started, that's where I was feeling it. Then when that left, now I don't feel that anymore.
Okay.
My neck.
Because they do that, they'll cause physical ailments by attaching to our energy system. Because our energy system, much like our organs, control our so I'm going in and just finding that energy and little wisps, like it's trying to evade me. Oh, you will.
Yeah, because I'm getting pains in different places.
Yeah, because it's being in a bong and off of your energy in here. And I'm just going to lasso them up, though. Okay. And energetically, it's amazing for me to see it because I'm, literally seeing this thing being in a bong and around. And as soon as I grab them, that lasso attaches. And no matter where it attaches, it immediately starts wrapping. And then it's like a golden wrap. And it wraps them up, and once it's complete, I get this rush, and then I open the vortex, and they're up and out. And close that vortex. We close the vortex because we don't want nothing coming in while we're opening that, because between us and God, there's a lot of stuff that can happen that we could let in, but we don't want to do that, so we close that until we go into the next. And then, of course, right up into your third eye, again, we all have that little spark. I still see purple here. Although I have to tell you, I've not seen one color from any of the other chakras. This is the first one, like you said. You can feel that little spark of purple, but yeah, the rest of it is void and vacant. Again, because, we're not connecting and truly understanding about our energy, what we're connected to. So, this one makes me want to clear my throat. Because he's gulping.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
My posture changed.
He's gulping like, here we go. And he just saw what happened to his friends. But at the same time, he's not running. Okay, so I'm wrapping and taking him right now and explaining the feeling I just got from him as he is up and out of vortex. Close my vortex. I got the feeling from this one that he wanted to go. He wanted to go. He was like, he saw what happened to his friends, and he knew that his time was ending. And that, at the same time, he knew that there'd be more to try to get in. But he was ready to go. And because, again, it's not a judgmental energy that I'm wrapping them in. It's one of compassion and empathy. And it's kind of like a musical tone to us. Once we start hearing this musical tone, we have an emotional reaction to it. And he had an emotional reaction and felt the compassion and empathy. And I got to tell you, that feels a lot better than this tight that we are in, because we're in that tight anxiety, because they're in that tight anxiety at all times. Their greatest fear is that you realize they're not powerful and that you can remove them. You felt that, didn't you? Big rush of just relief. And so now, of course, I feel others like around in your energy system. Again, now I also feel like this is an old, especially over here on the right side, which is going to affect your physical aspects of who you are. There's an old energy here. And again, we go back to that generational. Once you start healing You heal your past, present, and future. So these old generational images that I'm getting from your relatives gone by, and kind of gone, it's like you'll heal that. Because again, you're releasing. It's like releasing everybody from a sleep, right? Big energy of just sleep is now being lifted. So it's going to heal that as well and remove that energy. Keep the good stuff. We always keep the good stuff. There's those that are here to help us get through this and move past it. That is amazing energy that I'm feeling like it wants to attack me. And I say it's amazing energy because that is a demon just made himself known. Because when they want to come after me like that, yeah, he's challenging me. He's challenging me.
It's funny.
Are you
I
feeling
say that's funny because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just kept saying, I love you. I love you. When I started breathing, I started sending out love.
Yeah, they don't like that. Because when we admit that unconditional agape love, because we're accepting it for ourselves, and then we're emitting that out as a reflection of what we are, they don't like that. They don't like the love. They don't like that at all. So I feel like he's over here now on your left side, which is going to control all your male aspects. Boy, and they control that male aspect by making us be like a man. We don't want to be a man. We don't want to have to deal with everything alone. Yeah.